Yo, G Stat, what up, buddy? Oh, he ain't in here. Yo, what's good, y'all? Who all on here? Ain't nobody on here yet. It's all good though. All love. About to get started in just a moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all got going on tonight. My boy Emmanuel in here. You know we go way back. Anybody else in here, man? Y'all check out his artwork now. Who else in here? Mike Stewart, what's up, buddy? What up, Jasmine? How you doing? Just vibing a little bit, work on some beats. I ain't doing too much. Man, thanks for the gift. That was cool, man. Y'all know it's a little different for me over here making the beats live because, I'm so used to making beats by myself. It's like, I'm trying to do something, y'all watching, so it's a little different. I'm just vibing, What's up, Prentice? That's my boy right there, Prentice in the building. Oh, my boy Tandy in here, man. We go way back to like middle school, yo. Actually, elementary. Just throughout the years, man. How you doing, brother, man? It's been a long time, man. I mean, like, slick, like elementary, 5th grade. 4th grade, yep. Shit. Seeing growth. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about social media, man. There's a lot of folks I lost contact with for a long time, but then I got on social media and I see everybody. I might not talk to them all the time, but I be seeing, everybody on my TikTok, what's up, man? Man, R.I.P. Float, man. Hey. But you know, when we really gotta work, you know, I'll book a spot or somewhere. You know, we got a few places we can go. Right now, I'm just working at the crib. Thank you, Robin. Miss Rose, thank you so much. You know, just doing what I can do. You know? Yeah, for sure, bro. What's up, Trent? Note. Faster than I anticipated. I ain't gonna do it, but I'll be wanting to put that in there every beat. Alright, y'all, so it's time I save this and I put it together real quick. I've been itching all day to make something. I have to be in my feelings sometimes to make beats. I know it sounds crazy. I have to get in there and I have to be feeling the way. Especially when I'm mad. When I'm mad and sad, I make the best beats. I mean, I can make them when I'm happy too, don't get me wrong, but it's something about channeling that energy. It's something about channeling that energy that just, you know, it changes my mood and everything. It give me, it's like, you know, like they say, energy can't be created or destroyed, just transfers, kind of like with that type of thing, you know, when I get on these beats. This one together hella quick. I'm gonna try to do another one because we've been on here about 31 minutes. That's pretty good for 30 minutes. Y'all feel free to comment. What y'all think? If I kind of corny or whatever. But this the process where I format it. Oh, look at that shit. You see, this is why you gotta save. This is why you have to save the beat. The damn shit just crashed on me. That's lame as hell. You see? This is why I saved that shit right in time. What y'all up to tonight, man? Y'all in here kind of late if you're on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, I get it. You know, it's kind of early. We're going to pull that back up, though. Who all in here? We got Shantre. Shantre always going to show love. You know what I'm saying? That's my day one right there. And we got my cousin Jasmine in here. I appreciate y'all, man. See, we right back up, though. That's what happened when you save it. We get right back on. Alright, so let's see where it's at. Oh, my God. See, the beat's so hard, the MP don't want me to be great tonight. It don't want me to be great. And this the whole purpose. I be on the MP, so the computer be crashing and all that, but the MP rarely crash. But y'all know retrograde is among us, so equipment don't be liking that shit sometimes. It's the way the stars and the magnetic pull hit. But y'all bear with me, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get it right. I don't know, right? Better act right, man. MP don't ever do this. It's only when I'm on live the MP want to act up, you know what I'm saying? If I was by myself in here, we'd be fine, you know? Do a hard restart. Akai, man. Come on, Akai. I know y'all dropped that new joint. I think it's this keyboard. I'm gonna unplug the keyboard for a minute. I ain't even using it right now. Anybody on my Twitch? Anybody out there? I say I got one viewer. Am I the one viewer? Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. It's rebooting. Go my big bro Vic. What up, bro? my brother from Miami was good. To put this beat together, but I'm scared it's gonna crash on me now. We're gonna try to do it again now. We'll try to sequence it again. Y'all put some hands on this MP or something. go. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now. If this shit crash, we gonna just start another beat. Cause I'm gonna have to track it out and put it in Pro Tools and sequence it that way. I love to sequence it on here though, cause to me I feel like it gets a little swing on it or something. God damn it. All right, new beat. New beats. We're gonna do a new one. Plug this back in. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there though, man. My two loyal people in here, man. My cousin Jazz and my homie Sean Trey. I appreciate y'all, man. This is all new. Y'all know how great this is, man. When I was coming up, man, you had to do like talent shows and stuff to get on. You know? Alright, so we're gonna see what's. Let me pick another sound. I'm gonna stay away from that Fabric, man. Fabric is dope, but I think it be taking up too much power. And it causes the MP to be like, yeah. Y'all good out there? Everybody good? Everybody vibing? Who is this one viewer on Twitch, man? Y'all ain't said nothing yet. I feel like it's me. I'm thinking of somebody out there. It's probably me watching the chat. But it's all good. Because y'all be in here sooner than later, you know? I ain't got a lot of followers on Twitch. I'm new to the Twitch thing. New to the Twitch. It's so much social media. Like, how do you keep up with all this stuff? I know I need to add more sounds, like drum. Maybe not drums. I don't know. It sounds kind of full to me, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna overdo it. But I want to make sure it moves a little bit. All right, so now I'm about to sequence this beat. Welcome back, Trey. So I'm about to sequence the beat. It's just a little, I guess it's Afro beats. I don't know. Trap fro beats, I would say, because I don't never really hear that 808 in the beat like that. But I'm about to sequence it, put it together real quick. Hopefully, the MP wants to be my friend on this one. That last beat, boy, it was got. I'm gonna have to track it out. But let's see, we gonna find out. Nope, something wrong with it. I know what it is. I know exactly what the problem is. I did an update, and I think it's throwing me off. Because it crashed again. This is whack. So this is going to be another one I'm going to have to, that's why I don't update shit, man. That's why I don't update shit. Well, I'm going to play a little bit, vibe with y'all, That's all I can really do. I can't put it together like I want to let y'all hear it like how I would format it. But I when I post the recap, I'll put the full beat on here with in the recap. The name of this one, oh no, I don't see it. Oh, damn. I know I saved that one. Well, damn, it looks like I lost that beat. Shit. I know I saved it. Man. Who that in here? Who just joined? What's up? Welcome to the live, man. So, I was cooking a beat, and it looked like I lost it. That's so heartbreaking. Damn. That's lame as hell, man. Did it save somewhere else? No, that shit gone. Well, man. That's crazy as hell, man. That shit gone. That shit gone, y'all. Damn, man, I'm pissed. That beat gone. It ain't even, it's like I never saved it. And I was saving it the whole time. Well, this the first beat of the night I made. Yeah, Trey, it's gone. I'm sick. Like, it's gone. Like, the file gone. I know I saved it. That is disgusting, man. Wow. I'm trying to see if I saved it somewhere else that it wasn't supposed to be, but no. It's gone. Well, guys, it's been real. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I kind of just killed my vibe a little bit. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know, we're gonna get back on it, man. Um, y'all check me out. I'm on all platforms. King Cope 84, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, Snapchat. Appreciate all the love, Trey. We gonna get up soon. Appreciate the love, Robin Rose. It's been real. I'ma holler at y'all. Peace.